canceling Social Security before the age of 66 or prior to your full retirement age. I have all the details and what lawmakers are now saying right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, lawmakers are back at it with more ideas on how they can change Social Security and reform this very important program so that it remains solvent for many more decades to come. That's the major problem and exactly what I want to discuss with you right here in this video, because this is a serious issue and it would impact millions upon millions of people. So let's get into it and discuss what they're now saying. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so. And because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on as things are changing very rapidly and how all of this information is going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything showing up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. Of course, I want to bring that to your attention right away. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please remember to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and that I am here for you in any way that I can be. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and as always, that is my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. All right, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk about what these lawmakers are now suggesting as far as canceling Social Security benefits prior to the age of 66 and or your full retirement age, and what this means for millions upon millions of beneficiaries, and what is the likelihood of something like this actually happening. Well, I want to talk you through all those details because this is just yet again another proposal that lawmakers are coming up with to make sure that this program remains solvent. Now, here's the thing. We've talked about the insolvency issues with Social Security quite a few times over the last couple years, right? We know that Social Security has some major financial issues ahead of them in about 10 years or so. I know it's a very long time from now, but these lawmakers are now starting to play around with some ideas that they can possibly implement sometime soon to make sure that this program remains solvent and they can continue to pay out the guaranteed and promised benefits for the millions upon millions of beneficiaries every single month. So let me talk you through these details and what they're now saying. So here's the thing. Social Security was brought into effect about 87 plus years ago, a long time ago, right? Now here's the thing. Way back when Social Security was actually implemented, the life expectancies here in the United States were significantly less than what they are today. Now, here's the thing. As we continue into the future, and this has been true for many years and many decades, the life expectancies here in the United States continue to move higher and higher. As of right now, in fact, life expectancies are about 84 to 86 years old. That's pretty good, right? Whereas years and years ago, life expectancies were nowhere near that, right? Mid-60s, even low 60s were the life expectancies. So as a result of that, way back in the day when they actually implemented the full retirement age and when you could start claiming benefits, things have changed a lot, as in Americans are living a lot longer, right? So as a result of that, right now we all know that you can start claiming Social Security benefits as early as the age of 62. Now obviously that would be before your full retirement age, and as of right now, generally, most people fall into the category of your full retirement age being sometime between the ages of 66 and 67, or if you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is the age of 67 as of right now. But of course, that could be changing, and most likely it probably will be changing as well. So here's the problem. These lawmakers are now suggesting, wait, we've looked at the numbers, and again, this is what lawmakers are now looking at. They've looked at the numbers and they can statistically see that about 2/3 of the population, so about 66% of the population, give or take a few percent, but about 2/3 of the population claims their benefits before their full retirement age, okay? So sometime before the age of 66, 67, whatever it happens to be. So basically sometime between the ages of 62 when benefits become available and full retirement age, whatever that happens to be for each individual person. So they're finding that 2 out of every 3 people claim their benefits before that. So what these lawmakers are now suggesting is saying, if somebody claims their benefit at the age of 62 or 63, they're likely going to live for another 22 to 24 more years. It's a long time and again, that'd be amazing, right? That's really cool. That's nice. Hopefully everybody lives a lot longer than that, right? And again, I know this is kind of a controversial topic, and again, I'm just bringing you the information as I am finding it with these reports and what these lawmakers are saying, okay? So these are not my words, and again, I'm just relaying back to you the information that I'm researching here. So here's what it comes down to. The lawmakers are saying, Americans are living like a lot longer once they start claiming their benefit, and this is putting major financial strain on the program because now we're paying out benefits for 20, 22, 24 years on average to most people. Whereas years ago, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, they were only paying out benefits for maybe a few years beyond when somebody actually started claiming their benefits because life expectancies were so much lower, say 50 years ago, right? So they were really only paying out benefits for a few years once somebody became eligible, and then that was it. So here, we're paying out benefits for decades in some instances after somebody starts claiming. So here's what the lawmakers are now suggesting. And again, this is just another idea that's floated out there. This has not gone through yet. It is not a done deal. And realistically, will it actually happen? Honestly, I don't really know. Here's the thing. There are many other proposals that are out there as well. This is just another one that I wanted to bring to your attention. But here's what they're suggesting, is that they want to drop the early claiming ability, right? So like I said, you can claim benefits as early as the age of 62. In some instances, that could be 4.5, 5 years prior to somebody's full retirement age. It's a long time. And again, a lot of people draw the benefits because they need the money, right? Maybe something has happened where maybe you start working less or maybe you completely retire. Whatever the situation is, it doesn't really matter. The option is you can start claiming benefits early, and that's why they have that. But basically what these lawmakers are suggesting is that maybe we should just completely do away with the early claiming ability because this is what a lot of people are doing. And if we force people to wait until their full retirement age to actually start claiming benefits, it's going to do a couple things. Number one, it's going to reduce the financial strain on Social Security. And number two, unfortunately, I think this is super messed up, but it forces those people to remain in the workforce for another 4.5, 5 years until they can start claiming benefits. So again, this is just what they're saying, right? And yeah, if somebody can't claim their Social Security benefit, I mean, unless you've saved a lot of money or whatever that case is, yes, unfortunately, it would force a lot of people to remain in the workforce for a lot more time, right? Many more years, 4, 5, 6 years in some instances is what people would have to remain in the workforce, right? So yeah, that is true. Now here's the thing. What they're basically saying is that by people remaining in the workforce, not only would it, allow that person to save more money during that time, but it would also collect more taxes through Social Security payroll taxes that'd be paid into Social Security and the trust fund. Again, is it just me or does this seem a little bit messed up? I mean, just let's be real right now, right? And again, I'm not taking political sides here. I'm not saying anything, in particular about this. I'm just saying it just seems super messed up. A lot of things about this coming in and taking the benefits, essentially the ability to claim benefits early from the people that probably really need them, to say, no, you have to work another 4 years. I don't know. Something about that seems really micromanagey, right? If you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time now, you know I do not like micromanagement. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I never, ever want to tell you what to do. I'm here to inform, and I'm here to bring you the information as I'm finding it with all these reports and announcements. So I'm never here to be your micromanager. I don't want to be that person, never have that interest, and I never want to be that guy, okay? But my point is, this sounds like a huge micromanagement type of position where they're trying to say, you can't do this because we said so. Oh yeah? Really? Okay, thanks. We really appreciate your opinions, okay? So, whatever. But that's what they're suggesting now, is that this is something that they're playing around with. Now, I'm going to throw my honest opinion out here for just a second. And again, I don't like to instill my opinions into these videos, but I'm going to throw this out there. The likelihood of something like this actually happening, I'm going to go out there and just say this much. I don't think this would actually happen, okay? I'm just being real with you. Right now, I don't think this could happen. In, say, maybe 10 years, could this happen? Maybe. In maybe 10 years or so, but right now or in the foreseeable future, I do not foresee anything like this happening because there's just no way. This is way, way too controversial. Now, here's the thing as well. Many of you here in the community, I know, receive benefits. And again, I know that a lot of you receive benefits prior to your full retirement age. I know the questions would be coming in. Would this impact me? Would they take my benefit away? Again, this is my understanding. Anybody that is claiming benefits as of right now, that is already getting benefits, according to my understanding, would be this would not impact your benefit in any way, shape, or form. It would impact people like me who have not claimed retirement benefits because I'm not at that age yet. I'm not 62 and I'm not even close to 62 yet, right? So it would impact people like me who are basically younger generations who have not gotten into the kind of the realm of starting to claim benefits. Now, again, if you're somebody that's claiming benefits already, according to my understanding, is this would have no impact on you or your monthly benefit. However, people like me, well, that'd be a different story. At some point, by the time that I'm 62, which is in, what is that, like 22 years or something like that, however long that is, yeah, like 23 years or so until I'm actually 63, things like this could actually be implemented. That's a long time for me. And again, I'm just using me as an example because, it's the younger generations that would actually have to be concerned about this. And in that amount of time, I wouldn't be shocked at all to see this happen, okay? For somebody like me, the younger generations. However, for people that are already claiming benefits, 62, 63, 65, something like that, you don't have to worry about this. This is not going to happen for you anyway, okay? According to my understanding. Now, again, could things change? Yeah, always. Things could always change. I don't see anything like this actually happening anytime soon, but maybe in 10 years, I wouldn't put it past them. Realistically, I would not put this past them because here's the thing. In another 10 years from now, what are life expectancies going to be then? They could be 85, 87, 88. It could be bumped up another couple years in the next 10 years. What happens in the next 20 years? Life expectancies could be in the 90-year range. Again, that could be a long, long time to claim benefits. So I would not put this past them at some point in the future. But right now or in the foreseeable future, the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, something like that, I would say it's probably not a major concern as of right now. But again, like I've said, if you're already claiming benefits, it sounds to me like you'd be grandfathered in and this would not impact you. It would just impact people going forward from whenever they actually implement this. But remember this much as well. There are multiple other proposals that are currently out there right now, including raising payroll taxes, increasing the maximum taxable earnings on Social Security, as well as raising taxes on higher income people. There's a whole bunch of other proposals that are out there right now that I would say have much more likelihood of actually being passed and done versus something like this, because this just seems, honestly, this seems kind of brutal. I'm just being real with you. That's my honest opinion. This seems like, kind of pulling the rug out from under people. I don't know. That's just me saying that. Again, that's just my opinion on this one. But I wouldn't be shocked to see them do this in, 10, 15, 20 years, something like that. In fact, I would almost expect it. In 10, 15, 20 years, I would kind of expect something like this to happen just because of life expectancies at that time would be so incredibly higher, so much higher than what they are right now that I wouldn't be surprised at all unless they come forward with a massive tax overhaul. And again, they could do that as well. A huge tax overhaul that really increases taxes and brings in tons of money for Social Security. Unless they do something like that, they will likely be doing some kind of major changes to Social Security. So this is just another one that they're playing around with. And again, I wanted to bring it to your attention to let you know what these lawmakers are suggesting and the ideas that they're playing around with. So this is just another one we can add up to the pile here. There's a lot of different proposals that are being tossed around and a lot of proposals that are being floated out there right now across many different lawmakers. Which one will actually ultimately prevail? Well, that's a good question. I would anticipate it's probably going to have to do something with tax increases on everybody, as in the maximum taxable earnings, and or it's going to increase taxes on higher income people. That's what I would anticipate happening, but that's just my anticipation. Who knows? Maybe something else will come up that's completely out of the realm of what we're already, discussing and kind of playing around with at this time. So anyway, wanted to bring this to your attention to let you know what's going on out there. This is just another one. And of course, as I do get more details on anything going on right now in regards to Social Security, monthly benefits, or anything like that, of course, I'll bring it to your attention right away. So please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next